Once upon a time, in a land far, far away called Qatar, lived a little boy, and his name was Woutie. His granny also lived far, far away in South Africa, and she missed her Woutie so much. But her favourite thing to do was to read him stories. And Granny was so happy when Woutie said, "I want the dinosaur that pooped the bed first." So let's have a look. Let's open the page. See, Granny's got plasters on her fingers because her fingers are sore. So now they look funny. The dinosaur that pooped the bed. See, there's your name. It says Granny's Woutie. And there's a teddy bear. Let's see what this story is all about. Oops. There's another picture. Oh no, look at it. It's a dinosaur in a bed. And there's a little boy sitting on the dinosaur. Do you think his name is Woutie? Looks like a Woutie. And there's a cat sleeping on a pillow. Let's see what the story is all about. Let's Granny move back. Danny and Dino had nothing to do. So Danny said, "Why don't we watch some cartoons?" But then Danny's mum cast a shadow of gloom. "You can't watch TV till you've tidied your room." Look how big the dinosaur is. And there's Danny, and there's his kitty cat. What's that? That looks like a funny creature. What do you think that is, Woutie? And look, Mommy says, "You can't watch TV. You have to go and tidy your room first." So they slumped upstairs in the foulest of grumps and stood at the door, at the room at the foot of the Mount Dump. "Tidying this mess will take thousands of years," said Danny, while desperately holding back tears. "Look what a mess Danny's room is in. That's a very naughty boy. Danny, you're naughty." And he's crying because he said it's going to take thousands of years to tidy up this mess. Even the dinosaur looks surprised. Unless they were going to tidy forever, they needed a plan that was clever. And then an idea popped inside Danny's head. "Why clean up this mess? You can eat it instead." So what Danny's saying to the dinosaur, we don't have to clean this mess up. He's saying, "Dinosaur, eat this mess." That doesn't sound like it's going to be a good plan. So Dinosaur opened his mouth like a bin. Dan scooped up the mess and he threw it all in. Can you see? Danny's at the top of the pile of the mess and he's throwing the stuff into the dinosaur's mouth. Toys from the tip of the top of the heap were chucked in and chomped by dinosaur teeth. See, he's throwing all the toys in and the dinosaur's just gulping them down. It chewed Danny's shoes. It could not get enough of teddies and cuddly stuff made of fluff. The dinosaur sucked like a humongous hoover, removing the mess like a room mess remover. Look at that. All of that stuff, the dinosaur's just eating. Look, there's a rocking horse and a teddy bear and a book. He's just eating everything. Look, there's Danny at the top, just scooping all the stuff for the dinosaur to eat. Vests and pants and socks and little toy soldiers. Dan laughed as he watched from the dinosaur's shoulders. His fluffy pet hamster, along with its cage, was swallowed in dinosaur's mess-munching rage. That's very naughty. See, even the poor hamster got eaten, and Danny's just watching there and he is happy. The cat is scared, the books are going, chair is going. It's very naughty Danny and very naughty Dinosaur. It smushed the CDs, which, on reflection, were far from the greatest of record collections. So Dan didn't mind. It all had to go if they wanted to kick back and watch TV shows. So what they're trying to do is get the mess cleaned up as quickly as possible so that they could go and watch TV. But they've been very naughty. Granny can't turn the pages so easily because of her fingers. Look at that dinosaur. He is about to explode. Look at Danny. In Dinosaur's head, the bed was a burger, as diamonds would look to the greediest burglar. And in one dino bite, the bed disappeared. No mess left in sight. The whole room had been cleared. My goodness gracious me. This big fat dinosaur managed to eat Danny's whole bed as well. Something bad is going to happen. Look, Danny's dancing because everything's tidied. Not one piece of rubbish was left to consume. At last we can finally watch some cartoons. But Dinosaur's tum cast a shadow of doom. It was full to the brim with the mess of Dan's room. Can you see how big and fat the dinosaur's got? It's because his stomach is so full of all the mess in Danny's room. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh my goodness, look how big he is. He fills the whole room. Dino was wedged in between the floor and the ceiling. It couldn't believe how full up it was feeling. It started to worry. It started to panic. Never before had it been more gigantic. Can you imagine a dinosaur filling your whole bedroom? Even Danny doesn't have space anymore. Everything is in the dinosaur's tummy. The dinosaur's bottom was bigger than Norway. It was so big and so fat it was blocking the doorway. See? His big bottom was blocking the doorway for Danny to get out of the room. Then Dan started to cry. His nose dripped with snot. They were stuck in the TV in the room, but the TV was not. So because the dinosaur was so fat and Danny couldn't get out, they couldn't go and watch TV. Look at him crying. Look at all that snot. With pillows and quilts in the dinosaur's gut, its brain didn't have control of his butt. Here comes trouble. It knew that there wasn't a thing it could do. One way or another, it needed to... Poo! See, there's a big word here. It says poo. And look, Danny's running because he knows, oh no, this dinosaur is going to make a huge poo because his tummy's so full, He can't move, that he needs to poo everything out. Gross. Oh my gosh. The dinosaur pooped. Let's just have a look at this whole picture. Oh my gosh, that is orange poo. The dinosaur pooped more than ever before. All the mess they had cleared up was now back on the floor. Shoes, pants and teddies and soldiers and socks with smelly poo lumps filling Danny's toy box. Check at all that exploding orange poo. There is going to be more. Then Danny saw Dinosaur's face turning red and knew the next thing to be pooped was his bed. It sprang from its bum with a bounce and a bump right back to the place at the base of Mount Dump. Can you see in all this huge, big orange poo that the dinosaur made? There's Danny's bed right at the bottom. That is disgusting. Then Dino deflated and unblocked the door where Mommy was standing, more cross than before. Look how cross she is. Not only is the room in a mess, but it's covered with dinosaur poo. Look. On the walls, on the floor. Danny's standing in orange dinosaur poo. They looked at the mess all around where they stood, and they knew they'd be naughty, and naughty's not good. Mum's so angry, she's even jumped off the floor and her hair is flying away. She's furious. So they picked up the mops and mopped up the plops that covered the toys and the vests, pants and socks. If only they'd tidied their room as they should, they'd be watching TV, not wishing they could. Look at all of that dinosaur poo Danny and Dino have to clean up. Revolting. Can you imagine how it stinks? So remember, next time you're in front of the telly, you can't watch cartoons if your bedroom is smelly. Wasn't that a good book? Dinosaur poo everywhere. That's just the best. Okay, Mummy.